see. Once we get the YouTube started, we can actually hang out and chill for our normal 7 o'clock live. And I'm probably not going to stay on like my YouTube just popped up for myself on my phone. And we're probably not going to do like a super duper long live. Every time I say this though, it's like I stay up way too late. We're cutting it to an hour today. That's the goal. An hour. An hour. We're going to cut it to an hour today. We'll talk about bunnies. We'll do the gosh darn thing. I need to go through the standard of perfection and verify for my freaking mini Rex senior weights. Hi, Michael. How are you doing? Okay, senior does need to be 3 1/4 pounds. Senior bucks, I'm not taking. I thought about taking strawberry to show. Hey, Angel, how are you doing? I am here. Good day. What's the topic? Probably going to talk about our show coming up this weekend and the fact that I probably screwed up and I'm going to, show this weekend. I need to tattoo ears and I have my little tattoo pen here and your girl made a mistake and broke her last needle. I accidentally dropped it on the ground and it bent. So I need a new needle. So I ordered new needles yesterday and I don't think they're going to come in time. So I'm going to go harass my friend Casey and go borrow her tattoo gun probably the morning of show, unless she wants to see me sooner, and then I will bother her sooner. But I'm probably going to bug her a bit. And yeah, but I broke the last needle. I should have ordered it sooner, but I didn't because I'm a horrible planner. And I also, my friend Victoria was like, hey, did you sign us up for show? Because we're just going to sign her rabbit up underneath my name just so she doesn't have to deal with the extra things. No biggie. And I'm like, no, why would I sign us up for the show this weekend? She's like, don't forget. And I was like, I'm probably going to do it that Friday because that's what I always do. Because I got to go to the barn. I got to verify my tattoos. But if I only take, so I'm looking at only taking 3 right now. I'm looking at taking Velma, Cyrax, and Shiba. That way I only have to take 1 cage. So I don't know. It's all over the place and I can't decide what I want to do. So I just got to kind of figure out what we're doing for show this weekend. But y'all, I'm so excited for show. Like, oh, and yeah, we're showing Mini Rex for sure. And we're showing Silver Fox for sure. So I think we're only showing Silver Fox and Mini Rex. Hey, Maroon, how are you doing? I am here. And I'm so excited for this show this weekend. Like, ooh, and like when I say I'm excited, 2 of them are senior does. So when we go to show, they've already been showed before. I know how they place, but I just don't know how they do on a senior table compared to a juniors table. And if I can get another leg on Cyrax, we're good. And I was thinking about taking more than just the 3 or so that I was looking at taking. But then on the other hand, I'm like, well, why would I do that kind of moment? Because then I would just need extra cages. And I'm thinking about bringing cages home because that's what I do. And then I thought about bringing extra cages. Hey, Brett, how are you doing? You need to send me that baby dust. Send me that baby dust, please. I need babies in the barn. My babies right now are, what are you guys, 5 weeks old? So I need more babies. But Danny and Vanessa both get nest boxes Saturday. So when I get home from show, I'll go get them their nest boxes. I'll throw them into their cages, which means by Wednesday next week, I should have some new Silver Foxes. If everyone, most of us do need that baby dust. Oh my gosh. Hello. How is everyone doing? Going to show this weekend and I'm not bringing any home. That's what I tell myself anyway. You and me both. I'm like, I'm not bringing anything home, but I'm going to bring things home. So I'm going to tell myself I'm bringing things home so I don't bring things home. Reverse psychology of my own brain. Yes, please send me that baby dust because I'm very jealous of your numbers. Tammy, I'm sorry. That sucks. I'm sure you're just having a bad day. Crocs only. Crocs. Are we talking about the amazing shoes that go on your feet, or are we talking about alligators, like crocodiles? I'm going to a show, bringing one back for sure this weekend. She's already paid for it. Nice. I know my friend Victoria is looking at bringing home an intermediate doe. So I'm technically coming home with something, but I'm not. Selling one too, though. See, it balances out. Hey, Blessed with Pets, how are you doing? Dylan, how's it going as well? We are here, and Rick is screaming. It is not a lie without Ricardo losing his gosh darn mind. Oh, that bird. Water bull crocs should have been more. Ow, okay. I have clip-on bowls from All Things Bunny coming in the mail because I bought 5 tattoo needles, right? And I'm like, I can't just buy tattoo needles. So I had to buy Crocs as well. So, yay! So I think I'm kind of doing a thing. What is the thing, Dylan? What is the thing? I want to know about the thing. I sold 2 last week, that one, so I'm ahead right now. Nice. I sold a Silver Fox kit 2 weekends ago, which was the first kit I have sold in like 6 months. I have just been in a slump recently about selling. Hello from New Mexico. Hello from Colorado. We finally had a nice day today. It was like 70 degrees up here, and it was so nice. And it was like that for like an hour, and then it dropped back down again. But I have the fire going in the upstairs fireplace and the downstairs fireplace, and that little boost of heat is nice. It's nice. And watch the electric bill go woo. Because I don't like the cold in the winter. It sucks. But we have the wood stove and the fireplace turned on. Do I have a cat in here? Wouldn't be surprised if I did. Ordering 25 to 30 pheasant chicks. Ooh, what kind of pheasant? That's exciting, Dylan. I need to know more about the pheasants. But yeah, we had a nice 40-degree day in Minnesota today. Nice. 40's not too bad. Like this time of year in the spring, because we're officially in spring, and I am so excited about that. But a 40-degree day, I'll take it as long as it stays above freezing. Because Mr. Gumball, Gummy Boy, he is a tender-hearted soul, and he's not quite used to how cold it gets up here yet. So the warmer it stays up here, the less I have to put on the blanket for him. Because I really don't want Dallas chasing him around. She likes to try to pull blankets off of things, herself included. So I like the warmer days so we don't have to worry about Mr. Gummy Boy. I'm going to Minnesota this weekend for the Austin show. Nice. I'm in upstate New York. It's 68. Ooh, that's some nice weather. Blessed Pets, oh well, that'll be a handful. We're hatching eggs for the first time. 12 chicken eggs we bought from someone, and our first turkey lay. Nice. I want turkeys. Right now I have ducks. I have my mind just went blank. What was I going on about? I don't know. But I want to try turkeys at some point, and then just hatching eggs is so much fun. Although I do a new incubator. Danny's been looking at cabinet incubators for me, so we're on hiatus right now from hatching eggs because my my incubator decided it would be fun to like out and fry every single egg I had in it for no reason, which is frustrating. And it's a styrofoam incubator, so I don't expect to have great hatch rates, but blue states are stunning. Strongly recommend. Blue states are stunning. Blue states. Are we talking blue like Democratic, or am I missing something, Room? Because it went over my head this time. My brain is fried from work. No, I need to decide. I need to decide on quite a few things right now because I'm telling you, Friday is gonna be long. Just get ready for this show because a lot of stuff needs done. Slates, blue slates, blue slates, blue slates. Is that a kind of pheasant? It's a turkey breed. Oh, okay, Rune, I got you now. Like I said, it went completely over my head. That's what I read it, blue states, and I was like, what? I'm actually in the process of incubating quails. Super exciting. Incubating quails is so much fun because it doesn't take long for them to hatch. It's just glorious. Hey, I just got here, been dealing with mini Rex. I feel that. I deal with my mini Rex on the daily. Of course, Holland and French lops, that's it, I think. Nice. I say, I love the lippity lops to look at. I like the French lops and the English lops. The other lops, not so much, but it is what it is. But we have this one breeder, she has French lops, and she brings like 100 to show, and it's always just excellent. I love it. May have to con my father into getting quail. I'm telling you, the quail are so much fun. We just found some cream d'argent. Should I cross with my silver fox? I mean, it depends on your goals. If you're going for purebred animals for show, I wouldn't cross your creams with your silver foxes. But if you're just doing like meat mutts, then, you know, I suppose you could. But I myself prefer to, if possible, breeding, you know, to the SOP of the animals that I'm showing, keeping pure breeds, all that. I have champagnes, but missed the cutoff. Next time. And then I'll probably bemoan with you over the freaking champagnes. I also have champagnes, but I don't have champagnes. That's a whole. Hey, Greens, how are you doing? I am here, and my brain is done from work, and it's only Tuesday. It's only freaking Tuesday. Eat my freaking fish. I'm telling you, too much studying, but at least we're starting to get into actual work and not just like licensing. My little happy tetras. We got 3 little fishies in there. Just 3. They're so cute. Mostly snails. Just hanging out. I feel that. Let's see. Love my Frenchies so much. Hollands are my starters, so I have a soft spot for them. I feel that. The big thing is up here, we can't do any kind of lops because of how cold it gets, and I don't have a temperature regulated barn. Still waiting for my doe to kendall. Ooh, is that the special doe we talked about? Like the one that you like, is this your dilute one, or is this your one that's been like doing amazing on the show table? Because I know we've talked about 2 of your does, but which one is this? Because both I'm excited for, but I need to verify with you, Greens. Just got my first lilac Dutch and are nicely marked. Nice. I can't do marked breeds. We've talked about this pattern and marked breeds. I just can't do it. But yeah. Okay, the chicken. I have chicks under a heat lamp that I've been turning on and off, trying to regulate temp, and they weren't cheeping. And I was like, oh no, are they okay? The mother of the one that's been doing amazing on the table today was 31 days. Okay, yeah. I know what you're talking about then. 31 isn't bad. My mini breeds go to day 33 every time. I always wait for them. Day 31, day 32, I'm like, they have to have them. And consistently day 33. Day 33. And it drives me absolutely bonkers. Have you ever had someone steal one of your rabbits? No, thank goodness. And I don't advise anyone try it, just from a standpoint of where we live. Wait until the chocolate Dutch. They are. I bet chocolates. I love chocolates, and I bet they are stunning. Day 33 in my barn too. See, that's the thing, right? My larger animals, right? Like my meat animals. So like my silver foxes, my champagnes. Missing when I had my Californians. They were always day 31 consistently. But those minis, ooh, those minis. I had one stolen by a homeless person yesterday. Oh, that really sucks. Do you have like cameras up? Trail cams. Trail cams are your best friend. Like, hopefully you get them because that's horrible. Maybe I'll make the Ottawa show. Ottawa? Is that Ottawa? The dilute's not coming home till April 15th. Okay. You mean it's not April 15th yet? My brain is not working. No, but we will. Okay. I was gonna say, I'm on the fence right now. I was looking at all my mini Rex, and I'm doing the thing that I always do this time of year, where I'm like, oh, I have too many mini Rex breeding, and she's coming home and right into a buck cage. I feel that, yes. Um, I'm doing that thing this time of year. You know how and if y'all been following me for a while, I do this every year about this time. I look at my mini Rexes and I go, I have too many mini Rexes. I'm going to get rid of my mini Rex. I'm going to cut down on a few colors. I'm doing that right now. And I'm like, I don't need my dilute lines. Why do I need lilac lines on top of my castor lines, on top of my boo lines, on top of the broken blacks that I throw every once in a while? I don't need all those colors for minis. I say as I just threw Lulu into Strawberry's cage. I probably won't be at that one. Maybe Stillwater, though. You're never getting rid of the mini Rex. Just accept it. I know I'm never getting rid of the mini Rex, but I'm always like, I'm going to cut down. I'm going to cut down. I was looking at cages yesterday because Danny let me go to Tractor Supply unsupervised. I'll let y'all know I didn't bring anything home other than a planting kit. But I thought about bringing things home, and I was looking at the cages because they were having a sale on cages, and I'm like, I could totally fill my barn up with all of these, but I was good, and I didn't, even though I was unsupervised. But yeah. Same, I know for a fact mine's pregnant because I palpated, but she lived with the buck for 2 weeks, but her due date was yesterday. If she lived with her for 2 weeks, you have about a 2-week time frame of difference from your one number to the next. So, just chill and see, I suppose. She will be producing my dilute convention prospects. Send me the baby dust greens. I wanted so bad. I was like, if I breed Cyrax or Strawberry, I get a litter out of them, I will have convention babies for mini Rex. And I don't know if she's going to catch. And I was like, okay, I'm going to get some seniors. Now I'm like, I just want some juniors. If I can just get some juniors in this time frame, that'll be great. Yeah. I'm telling you every single time. All my Californians kindled on day 31. Also, I had a doe kindle a couple of days ago, and thank God she had them in the nest box this time. They're all growing and healthy. Heck yeah. I'm glad she had them in the nest box for you. So day 31, I am very jealous of people who have consistent 31s, because my mini Rexes are like, wait till 33. It'll be so much fun. It's like, no, this is not fun. The anxiety I have from day 31 to 33, the anxiety. I only leave my does in for 30 minutes. It's always supervised to make sure she lifts exactly. And if she doesn't want to lift, I'll throw her back in her cage and we'll try again in a couple of hours. But even then, 30 minutes at a time, I've seen too many does try to castrate bucks, or too many bucks get rough with does and tear out giant chunks of fur. So I supervise, just because it's one of those things where I'm terrified that somebody's going to tear somebody up. And I always wear gloves just in case. Just in case. I need Kevlar gloves. I want a pair of those so bad, but I know how I am, right? I say I want Kevlar gloves, and then I'm never going to wear them. Honestly, I'm so happy I got rid of my chestnut Holland. She was such a pain. No live babies equals dog. Right? I'm on the fence. I have like 5 or 6 does. I'm like, I'll just eat them. No big deal. I'll just start over. I'll just eat them. It's not a big deal. And then I can get rid of some of my bucks, and it'll be great. I'm telling you. And that's where I am as well. But I'm not at the same time. Like, if that makes sense. Let's see. And this last litter on the stove was day 30, but she's waiting. Oh, pardon me. That's why I leave my nest boxes in for at least a week, just to make sure. Yep. I always leave them in until day 40, just in case. Day 40, just in case. Because the day I take it out before day 40 is the day they have kits on the wire. It's just my luck. I thought my boo doe was pregnant, and she had a pretty good temperament towards the other rabbits, so I just put her with my non-pedigreed, not so amazing quality blue fawn tricolored bucket in the play command, because honestly, so okay, yes, I read that. Haha. Hey Julie, how are you doing? I am here. I'm tired, but it's spring and there's sunlight. Look, y'all, look at my outside. There's sunlight. Oh, there's still sunlight. No, we haven't talked about the Facebook group and October plans yet. For those of you who are new and not our regulars, we have a Facebook group. It's the Itty Bitty Homestead Committee Collective. My mod is reminding me because I'm scatterbrained. For the October plans, no, we haven't talked about the October plans because I wanted to get like, I wanted to be all professional and get like a timeline and like be like, oh, look at the things we're going to do. So I was thinking like either next week or the week after have something more solid for our October plans. So it's like a super secret squirrel kind of moment. And am I going to keep the super secret squirrel moment hidden this time? Maybe. She had 3 litters, had the first on the wire, same with the second, third had them on the wire or ate them, so dog food. Yep, I totally feel that. That would not fit your personality though. Greens, I can do it. I can do it. I'm not going to open my mouth. I can do it this time. Every time I'm like, I have a secret. You guys want to hear it? I can't keep secrets. I got 3 dwarf hoats with no peanuts. Nice. Congratulations. Dwarf litter without peanuts is glorious. We love it. I was short on time that day and wanted to exercise on my rabbits, and they ended up having fall off, and I let them. At least yes. So I'll touch on the event. That's a little sneak peek. So we were talking on the Facebook group, and Greens had a great idea of us all meeting up at convention, having like a little meet and greet moment, saying hi to everyone, and then also having people kind of like who are there with their rabbit breeds kind of go over their specialty breeds and kind of talk about it and kind of have like a learning teaching moment so that we can kind of have like a convention education moment. So that's kind of the plan, but we got to look at times, we got to look at like scheduling, that kind of thing. And the biggest thing is like trying to figure out that alongside of if we can make some judgings and whatever to kind of look and watch and that kind of thing. Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And 2 have good markings. Nice. Hey, Izzy, how are you feeling? Let's see, did anyone ever figure out what the fur class is? I know it was a long time ago, but I still don't know. Greens. Maybe you can answer this. We're still trying to figure out the fur class. I have never seen a fur class live, and I have read the fur class SOP, and I still like don't get it because it's like it's not like fur from a standpoint of like wool breeds. It's fur from a standpoint of like Californians. Yes, you did. Greens come up with the name of the Itty Bitty Homestead Committee staff meeting. It's like a staff meeting. It's great. I love it. Let's see here. Healing well. Good. I'm glad you are. And hopefully this last trip is the final trip for a very long time. Rick wants attention. Rick always wants. It's funny because I'll go to work all day. I work from home. And I'll sit in here. He's quiet. He's good. I'll be on the phone. He's good. I get on the live and it's like he knows. He's like, I'm going to scream. And it's like, Rick, why? Rick, why? Ugh. But yeah, Rick always wants attention. It's absolutely ridiculous. After work hours, he knows the deal, right? He's like, mother, how dare you not pay attention to me? Love that bird. So, and then Samantha today decided she was going to go rogue. She got out of her cage, went to the chair, and decided to chew on my banister. So I have a little piece of my banister that's out. So I'm going to have to go get the wood putty and the paint and redo my banister because she just has a little piece that she decided just to out of it. And it's like, But I have found with Samantha, Rick, you shut his cage door. He respects the boundaries. Samantha, you shut the cage door. You put the kennel clips on it. You zip tie it together. And she's like, I can get out of this. Fur class is the rabbits being judged by just for nothing else. Just for nothing else. No, You're probably right. I've never seen one judged live before, but I just can't get over judging fur, just fur, on a breed like a California. That's where my mental barriers it's like fur on a Californian. And there's other breeds you can do it with too. It's in here somewhere. New breed groups. I think it's after the new breeds groups. Because, like, yeah, the commercial fur type, it's on page 34. And you can have Americans, Belgian Hares, Bretagne Petites, Californians, Champagnes, Checker Giants, Giant Chinchillas, Cinnamons, Cream day Argents, Dutch, English Spots, Florida Whites, Harlequins, Havanas, Himalayans, English Lops, New Zealand's Palominos, Polish Rhinelander, Silver Martins, Silvers, and Tans. So yeah, that's my problem with it. That is my problem with it. No, I've never actually seen a fur like I'm sure they have fur classes that at the shows I've been at. I've just never watched them because I'm watching other things. Let's see. And for 4 classes, everyone I've been involved in or watched is they are judging by the breed still, then held them to the standard of that breed's fur standard. Because it's one of those things. It's, this standard is designed to meet breed demands for a class to provide competition amongst those breeds whose standard conforms closely to the requirements of fur normally used in the manufacture of fur garments or trims. The purpose of this class is to maintain the quality of commercial fur. Animals entered in this class are also eligible to compete in their breed's fur class. Note, when entering rabbits in a fur class, if commercial fur is not noted as the class desires, the animal will be assumed to be entered in its breed fur class. All rabbits are considered to have fur desired for its breed, but not necessarily the type of fur that is required commercially. Brain gulp. Wouldn't fur be at the end or the beginning, though? That's because it's more than one breed. To be honest, I don't know because I don't pay attention to that part of the show. And if we have had it, I just don't know. It's right after breed. And so it's like right before. Yes, it's down. We're all like, yes, it's down. Let's see. Yeah, there are 2 varieties. I'm seeing Mini Lop Mini Rex and Holland Lop Mini Rex. I missed something. Yeah, they're like plush lops or whatever they call them. All right, Dylan, we'll see you in a minute. I know there's no chance of them being recognized, but they are super cute, and I'd love to see what I can make happen with them. I mean, I'm working on a breed they'll probably never recognize as a breed, but I'm still playing with it. I have my fun projects that'll probably mean nothing. But it is what it is. Like, if you enjoy it, do it. I eat most of my projects though. Hey Rusk, how are you doing? Yes, go to a breed and read its fur standards. That's what they're judged upon. Yeah, but at the same time, like when you go into these breeds and you look at, let's see, just to see if we can find the first. That's not it. That's not on there. That's not on there. That's a woolly. That's a wool class. That's a lion head. That's not going to work. I don't know if that works or not. That's a Mini Rex. This book is so battered it wants to open to the pages I'm always on. Polish Rex. Rhinelander. Okay, so Rhinelander, the fur type. Fur. Fur, 5 points, flyback. Fur is to be short, dense, and fine in texture with short guard hairs given a smooth appearance. It is to be a flyback coat, suggested entering in breed fur only. So even though Rhinelander is on the list of commercial breeds for fur, they suggest only putting them in the fur class for the breed. So it's like lion heads are actually judged on 2 fur types. Yes, the fluffy and the smooth. It's called the saddle, right? Right, greens? I think I'm learning. Let's see. So for October, I should be there on the 5th through the 7th. I hope that makes it where I can meet up with everyone. I can try to get the full week off. But my work is, that's the problem I'm having right now, is I want to be there for the entire week. And I'm going to try to con them to let me work from the convention. And what I can do is I can work in the morning during the day, and then during the afternoon and evening after work, go to the shows and then have the entire weekend. Yes, the saddle is rollback and the mane and skirts are wool. Ha! I am learning. Let's see. That's what I assumed, but it really should just be cut out. Like I said, when it comes to the fur classes, I don't see them. Like, at least not to where it's like, hey, look at this thing. Whereas the conventions in Louisville, Kentucky, I'm excited, but it's a long drive. Yeah, I work at the Tractor Supply, so I can't work from home, unfortunately. I feel that. Also, another project floating around are lion lops. I don't know how to feel about that, Greens. I don't know how to feel about lion lops. That's something. That's something. Yeah, so we're looking, Izzy, we're talking, so we know Kara's going. Casey, me, and Victoria are talking about doing like a road trip kind of moment, but we got to figure out when we're going, if that's going to happen. Because nothing says fun like leaving the children with our husbands and running away for the week to go to a rabbit show. But Danny's also, and I think this is his attempt of me not bringing anything home. He's like, I'll just fly you out. It'll be fine. You don't have to worry about it. And it's like, oh, you're so sweet. You're trying to send me out so I don't bring things home. He's like, no. I want to save you time. It's like, do you actually want to save me time? Or are you hoping I don't bring anything home? So my thought is, if I do a one-way thing, right? I do one way. I fly out to Kentucky. And then I take a rental back home so I can bring things home. That's my thought for that. I haven't passed it by Danny yet, but we'll see. Leaving with my kids with my mom to run away with my husband. I feel that. I don't know if Danny would like to go on. I'll ask if he wants to, but I don't know if he wants to go on an entire week trip to Kentucky to go stare at rabbits being judged. They'll sell big time in the pet trade. I'm sure they will, but the pet trade's already extremely oversaturated. And I say that as somebody who has a lot of Vienna marked mini Rexes that go into the freezer. The amount of times I've had people reach out to me about my blue-eyed white and Vienna marked lines for pets is ridiculous. It's so heavily saturated. But yeah, the lion lops will do amazing on the pet market. I had a few lion lops. I loved their personalities. I'll be there hoping to have 10 to 12 lions with me. Heck yeah. If I were to go, I'd probably only bring mini Rex, if I were to be honest. I don't really have anything Silver Fox wise that is like convention worthy. Now, I do have some mini Rex that I think would probably place midline. I wouldn't expect them to do absolutely outstanding. I need a bit more depth for that. And if I were to take my blue-eyed whites, although they have the depth, their fur needs work. But that's normal for blue-eyed whites. I'm constantly working on fur density for those jerks. But if I were to take mini Rex to convention, I'd be happy not to take last. To be honest, I'd probably be about midline for variety, and I'd be okay with that. But I'm not going to take a million rabbits to convention to place last, because I would cry. No, if I take 2 or 3 and place last, it is what it is. Let's see here. I bought some pretty terrible type lion heads. I bought the VM before I knew Boos weren't showable. Yeah, Boos and the Vienna gene are just... It depends on the breed. It causes a lot of issues within some breeds. It's very taboo for some breeds. Some breeds accept it, some breeds don't. I love blue-eyed whites. That's why I have a cage of them over there, but it can be a little tricky for some breeds. I'm not sure, Izzy. I haven't looked. Brett, thank you. You are amazing. $12 rabbit for convention. Ouch, that hurts. Yeah, I'm bringing two. Not bad. That's bad. My show. The show this weekend is like, I think it's 9 or 10 for 3 shows. So each rabbit will be like $9, I think. So that gives you an idea for what I'm bringing this weekend. Show prices hurt my heart sometimes. Let's see. There's someone near me selling mini and serrated plush lops for $150 to $300 a piece. It's crazy. It really is. The pet market is crazy, just in general. Like that's the kind of prices I would pay for like some outstanding freaking mini Rex. Like that's the prices I would pay for some of these grand champions I've been eyeballing hard. Like I've been like, I can spend that much money on a rabbit, right? No, I can't, but I would if I could. I bought some pretty here. I read that. Okay, we're good there. I'm hoping to be above last place. That is a win for me in my first convention. Bright greens. That's how I feel too. Like if I don't place last, I won. If I place last, I cry. I will cry so hard. It will be just a mess. I will be bawling my eyes out, and y'all will all be witness to it. I'll probably be laughing while I'm crying though. I can't remember yes, and green ants. They're all ahead of me. I got off on a tangent. You should look at my tri-colored mini set out in the barn. It's totally not in standard, but that's a project my friend is working on, and I'll breed for her and play with because I'm gonna play with it. And he is the cutest, Mr. Butters. See, I'm not the only one who has weird projects in their rabbitry. I send my weird projects down to my friends. They send their weird projects up to my friends. I may definitely bring her then. I heard 17 per rabbit plus 25 pass. That makes sense also. I have to go and look at prices. I haven't looked. My planning skills are out in the future because I'm still trying to get time off of work in general. My Dialect Joe is $250. She's also a grand champion for Bob. Yeah. Like, that's the thing though. I'm willing to pay those kind of prices for that kind of pedigree and that kind of backing and proven nature. There we go. My brain is somewhat working. We're getting there. I paid $200 for 2 Boo Mini Rex does, a broken black Vienna buck, and a 3-year-old carrier. Really nice lady. Yeah, there's depending on where you buy and what you get and the quality of the stock, there's such a range on what you can get when it comes to rabbits. And then also, Blessed with Pets, you're in Louisiana. And I remember from my time in Louisiana, when it came to animals, it was a lot cheaper to get animals in general there compared to other states. Like Sheldon, the inbred barn cat. I've talked about him so many times. I love him dearly. He was a free cat. Basically, they were like, take this thing or else we're putting him in a box and sending him down the river kind of moment. And around here, you try to get a cat, like just an inbred barn cat, and people are charging like $100 for an inbred barn cat rescue kind of moment. But one of the perks of Louisiana, you could get a bunch of really, really cheap things. Let's see here. I'm currently goofing around with Dwarf Hodope Mini Rex and Dwarf Hodope Lops, mostly just I thought about breeding. I'm getting to the point where I'm like, I'll just eat all my Rex. I'm just in that time of year, y'all. I'm just going to say I'm welcome to Colorado. They're charging like $350 to $400 right now for rescues for dogs. It's ridiculous. Yeah, but cats just happen. It's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, when you start looking at show quality stock, you start looking at $200 plus. It is one of those things where I got lucky when I bought strawberries. Strawberries, absolutely freaking amazing. They were going to charge me $150 for them. And my daughter was like peeking her head up above the table. And they're like, oh, is this for her? I'm like, yeah, I wanted to get her a show quality animal so that she can do well in junior shows. And they're like, okay, 100. And I was like, they're like, but it's her show animal. It's like, yeah, that's okay. We can do that. And she did really well with him at show. And now he's just fat. He's so fat. He has a bunch of legs on him, but he's so fat. But I was lucky to get Strawberry for that price because the other animals in their barn I was looking at, they were charging $200 to $300 for, and it's like, Jesus Christ, like I would totally buy them, but at the same time it hurts your heart. But dwarf Hodots go for $250 and up. Yep. Oh, the rare breeds. My starter stock for my silver foxes range from 75 to 125, just for starter silver foxes. For like just brood and like they're show quality, but they're not like winning show quality. So that kind of gives you an idea for like the rare heritage breeds, and they go up from there. But yeah. Most expensive rabbit is my blue otter mini Rexto that's from Canada. She sold originally for $265, but I bought her for $100. That is a steal. Seasoning this meat for dinner, but hello, Edie. Hello. How are you doing? What are you having for dinner? I am curious. Let's see, but I will say we produced a beautiful show rabbit out of $250. Yes, that is one thing I will say. Breeding it better, you can start with cheaper stock and like build it up. But let's see, and just get better and better and better. It's just one of those things where you start, the better quality you start with, the easier it is to breed better. Let's see here. Oh my god, I could have gotten a dwarf hot pot. A dwarf hot pot. I don't know why that's funny. I know it's just probably autocorrect, but a dwarf hot pot. It sounds like you're making soup. Hi, how are you doing? Okay, so how do you know if your bun has snuffles? I'm so worried for your litter. So the most for sure way is to send cultures into labs with a vet and get the cultures to come back. Now, with that being said, when it comes to snuffles, if you don't take testing, snuffles lumps everything together. Anything that is truly Pastorella, Bordetella, upper resp, any kind of like lung infection, that kind of thing, everything just kind of gets shoved into the snuffles category. The only way to say what it is for sure is to get a culture. Now, with that being said, if something sneezes in our barn, we cull it. Just because every time something sneezes, I'm not going to go spend, $50 for a test plus $250 for anything else they need. Just because it's not going to be worth it for me. Now, normally with like the snuffle itself, you're going to see the sneezing, you're going to see the snotty noses, the runny eyes, that kind of thing. But yeah, hopefully taking the 4-week-old litter away from her and like wiping everything down in isolation, the babies won't have anything. But now I do know we've had some instances where like if you introduce like dusty hay into a barn, you'll get some rabbits that sneeze, that kind of thing. But like, again, isolate, watch that, and just keep in mind when it comes to Pastorella, it isn't curable. The symptoms are treatable, but the damage is done kind of moment. So it sucks, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you have to deal with that. Hopefully though, it's just like an upper resp kind of moment. Hot pots. I need a sign that says we're cooking hot pots. I got a guy who wanted me to pay $500 for a mini Rex from him. His reasoning for pricing was its pedigree, its type was terrible, its color was terrible, its fur was terrible. Oh, good thing you got away from that. $500 for a mini Rex. It better be. It better be. She will be the part of the start of my line breeding project. Heck yeah. I am a huge fan of line breeding, as most, if y'all are regulars on here, y'all know I line breed constantly. I feel like I should call it she sneezes, droopy eyes, breathing slower, nose is not wiggling. If she's getting lethargic and she's not eating, she's not drinking, she's losing weight, those are, now that could be, again, it could be snuffles, it could be some kind of upper rest. But when your rabbits stop eating and drinking, that's where everything goes downhill really fast. So, now you could, if you didn't want to call it, you could try a round of antibiotics. We're not in June yet where they decided that they're no longer selling over-the-counter antibiotics in America or the United States anymore, which is stupid. To go bug my vet for non-over-the-counter. I can't justify that. I completely understand. To be honest, the only rabbit in our entire house that would see a vet is Gigi. And that's because he's a pet, and he is the pet. And anything happens to Gigi, I have to go take him to the vet. I'm not having a crying, sniveling, upset 6-year-old because something happened to her bunny. So every other rabbit on this homestead, we don't vet, except for Gigi. Gigi is special. Let's see. That's how I got my lilac Dutch. Okay. Let's see. Is it worth it to have a quarantine area to put animals that sneeze to see if they survive? So I have a quarantine area set up just in case. So like last year, if y'all remember my RHVD2 scare, where Lizzie decided it would be fun to scratch her nose and then have a nosebleed, and then I went into full RHVD2 protocol. I had my quarantine area set up. We were ready to go. Now I've also had it to where we've put like hay or new bedding in the barn, and we've had some sneezers. I threw them into quarantine. They went into quarantine for 30 days and they were fine. So definitely I've done that. But if it's like sneezing out of nowhere, snot out of nowhere, that kind of thing, hard cold like that, I don't mess with that. So yeah, anything looks sick, I call. Let's see. I think he started with an established line of someone who quit or something, though. Yes, they aren't selling over-the-counter animal antibiotics anymore starting in June. Start your stockpile. And by start your stockpile, I mean harass your vet. My vet, I've already talked to him about it, and he's just like, yeah, whatever. Like, we'll keep it open kind of moment. But yeah, over-the-counter, Tractor Supply, they won't be selling them anymore. It's stupid. It's honestly stupid. My 16-year-old Maltese dog needed to go to the vet for CHF. My brain is going to blank on you here. I've never had to medicate any animals, knock on wood. There, I knocked on wood for you, Greens. Jerk. I don't like you, you lucky jerk. I put her in my greenhouse because it was going to be cold. Yeah, hopefully, congestive heart failure. Okay. Thank you, because my brain completely went on that one. Hey, Dylan, glad to see you're back. Just some chicken wings, having it with salad and or mixed vegetables. Ooh, that sounds really good. What am I going to do for my goats? Right? No, that's the thing. You get a lot of people within the government system that make rules. This is why when Europeans, they want to talk about their standards, which are on key to American standards, it's like, why are we giving rights to animal right groups who don't know what they're talking about? So unfortunately, it's frustrating, and it's just going to mean, it's not going to mean I'm going to medicate my animals. It means I'm going to eat, like, I'm going to cull everything. I almost said eat. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. But if something gets sick, it means it's less likely to get treated. Oh, they have an abscess? Cull. I can't get over-the-counter medications? Cull. I found a vet that will write the prescription for me. He raises rabbits, so he knows that. Perfect. That's what you need. Most vets will let you have it on hand if you have a working relationship with them and they trust you. Exactly. The problem is it's more expensive most of the time. So it is very frustrating. What is the mat? 3.5 inches, I do believe. Let's see, 3.5. 3.5. Ears. Yeah, 3.5 inches. Ha 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 ha. I knew it, but I didn't know it. I was doubting myself. Sorry for asking a bunch of Gracie, I don't think I saw it. Go ahead and leave another. The chat is moving fast and sometimes I dart over to my YouTube. Let's see here. I have a young mini Rex doe I bought and she sneezes with snot out of her nose occasionally. Blessed with pets. Honestly, I would have called that. I have chickens, only a few, still learning. Yeah, so definitely, yeah. Everyone's still learning though. Like, you gotta start somewhere. I like chickens. Chickens are fun. I really like chickens. Okay, because I wanted to check. I keep being told wrong things. I was also told Tri-Mini Rex can't be shown. It's Harlequin, the solid version of the tricolors that can't be shown in Mini Rex. The tricolored is the broken version of Harlequin. So Harlequin are the solid of Tri. Tri is the broken of Harlequin. There we go. Darling, you're gonna have to learn how to hard call at some point. You can't pet out sick animals. It's gonna bite you in the butt someday. My broiler chicks come on Thursday. Yeah, I'm excited for that. But yeah, Blessed with Pets. It's a hard lesson to learn. It took me a while to get there too when I was first starting out, but hard culling for anything. It could be for, injury, it could be for sickness, it can be for something congenital. It'll save you a lot of heartache in the long run, and in some instances, it'll save you a lot in medical fees. It'll save you a lot in medical fees. I have a headache coming in. Quail. I've gotten into quail so easy and delicious. Yes, I love quail. Let's see. Animal rights activists are trying to make our lives harder. Right. It's annoying. I'm considering getting quail. I want to, but my living situation is going to make it difficult. I'm not saying that you can raise quail in your garage in a 24 by 24, but I raise quail in my garage in a 24 by 24. Yeah, it took me a bit to cull, but I know it's necessary. Yeah, hard culling, especially for people that, they're small time into show breeding or they're just doing pet sales. It can be a very hard lesson. Culling sucks. Just don't think of it as being wrong. Think of it as helping the animal's well-being. Yeah, Blessed with Pets. Send me an email. Yeah, you have my email. 95% of the time I get back to you. Sometimes though, it's not that I don't get back to you. It's like my emails get buried under work emails. But yeah, send me an email, hon. I take that back. I've had to cull 3 different rabbits, and a bad case of fly strike is the worst. Let's see. I saw some of your comments back and forth with Sophia. I'm not sure if there is something else. Sometimes the comments in TikTok are weird. Holmes said that's not the issue. The issues. Oh, got you. I raise button quail in my house in 6 foot by 4 foot custom pens. Yeah, the custom pens are. Maybe my comments aren't showing up. Gracie, this is the first comment I've seen other than the one I answered for you. So I'm not sure what's going on. I don't have anything filtered out of my comments. I'm not sure if it's getting buried or the internet's being slow. Hey, my doe had babies and I can't see her teats or so normally, unless you have like a wool breed, they'll find them. Now, if you have a wool breeds are not my specialty. That's a question. I don't think she's on here. I have a couple of friends that raise wool breeds. Could you do a quick TikTok showing how to properly measure the ears for a mini Rex? Yeah, I could probably do that. I'll eventually be able to call. It's just going to be difficult for me. Yeah, I know you will. It is difficult, especially the first time or 2 or 5. It is difficult, and you will get there. It's just something you got to work through. Yes, she is very hairy. Yeah, if she's a wool breed, there are a couple school of thoughts of like shaving that area before they have kits so that they can reach it. But if it's just like normal, you know, what is it? My brain isn't working. I have my boyfriend do it. Yes. If I have a rabbit that I have decided I cannot cull, I have an amazing husband next door who I asked to do it. When I went to Ohio, I had him cull out Emma. Not because I couldn't necessarily do it. I wanted her gone, and I was gone to Ohio, and I asked him to do it because I didn't want to. I mean, I could have, but I didn't want to. I'll ask the question on TikTok about the ears so I can tag. Yes, do that, Julie. I can do that. My lions have wool on the belly and they pull the fur off their belly. There's an answer for you. Green raises lion heads, and he says that they rip the fur off their belly for the babies. So that's good to know on that end. I really suck at posing. I don't know how to correctly, especially I can't help you with the Holland Blops, but for the I'm sorry, I can't. For the mini Rex, you want to line up their feet, their hips, and then their front feet are in line with their eyes, and you give them a little smoosh. She was a mommy. It's so hard playing with the babies, knowing mommy is never going to come back. Yeah, that is hard. And, that's one thing when it comes to like raising rabbits and, dealing with this side of raising them is that stuff's like super difficult. But it's unfortunately a part of it. And it's the side that a lot of people just don't talk about because it isn't fun to talk about. And it's not a fun part of raising rabbits. Let's see. We raise all our own meat and huns. I just remind myself to be thankful for the provisions. Yes, 100%. I have half of my rabbitry without anything. They get stuck in there. I can help with Hollands. Pretty sure I have diagrams of how to pose them in my camera roll. Could I borrow them? I'm not good with lops. A pellet or a BB works well for culling, and it's cheap, quick, and can be used in residential areas. Yes. I like more than BBs. I like broomstick. I like broomsticks. It's basically the same thing on Holland's, Maddie. They just have to have a high headset. That is the thing. The high headset, like, how do you know if they're over smooshed? With I get the feet thing, but how do you know how to smoosh or do you not smoosh? And then Domino, at one point was showing me, and she's just like flicking the thing around, just like setting it up, and it's like, so yeah. Do your babies ever have no hair in some places? Many, not no hair, but what we do have. Come here, Snowdrop. I'll show you what we do deal with and have. Come here, Snowdrop or Lily. I don't really care. Which one? Come here, Lily. Oh, you can come say hi. I'll show you what we I'll show you what we deal with the white babies. These stained feet. That's what we deal with. You don't smush. Greens, that's blasphemy. It's blasphemy. I use a mini baseball bat. Oh, that's a pretty good idea. You need your nails trimmed. Lily. You know that? Hi. Hey, Libby. But yeah. They are 5 days old and starting to get hair, but bellies seem dry and a bit yellow. Dry and a bit yellow. the yellow can be from pea, but the dry part I'm not quite sure on. Um, yes, please send them through the Facebook group. Please, we'll have a Holland moment. Um, I know I want to convert to a fully pedigree barn. Unfortunately, I'm super attached to my non-pedigree Blue Fawn Tri-Mini Rex buck. The rest of my mini Rex are pedigreed. You could just remove him from your breeding program, Blessed with Pets. You can just pet him and not breed him in your barn anymore. That way you can fulfill your want and need to have a fully pedigreed barn while also, keeping him. Maddie's blood pressure went down 5 points while holding the body. Right, my blood pressure went. Right, Lily. You have the ugly baby fur going on right now. This age is so ugly. Like they're shedding their first baby coats and starting to get more like adult coats. Oh, and part of it is blue-eyed whites. Use him for breeding and sell his kits for less. You can also do that. Let's see. They're basically the same pose as lion heads. I have pictures of them on Facebook. I'm gonna stalk you again, Men Dreams. I'm just gonna stalk your Facebook. Saturday for livestock meet, hoping to pick up some Rexes. Rexes are amazing. I love the Rexies. I feel like we all have that one that will never leave no matter what, right? Strawberry and Gigi. Of course, it has to be Bucks. It's so pretty, Lily. Don't get me ugly though. Not this show because they're too young. I think I have a show coming up next month. These guys will be at. But let's see. My babies are lion heads. Can't wait to see how they turn out. Yeah, Greens has lion heads as well. Let's see. Love Rex. Yes, Rex are awesome. Though I like the mini Rex better than the Rex. What's going on for tail? It's a little crooked right now. There we go. That's funny. I'm just holding it funny. I love this litter. This litter is great. It's so lovely. Any rabbits for sale? Do we have anything for sale right now? No, I just sold out the last of my silver foxes. And then I'm keeping these 2 blue-eyed whites for now. And the other 2 I have in the cage are already spoken for. So nothing for sale right now. No, Greens. No, I need to live vicariously through you. I'll have lion heads in about 2 months. I didn't breed her, but all of a sudden we have babies. Surprise! Surprise! I had 8 babies born on St. Patty's Day. Rex, 2 chocolate browns, 1 tan. Let's see. And a French Lops that takes naps on my lap on the floor of my rabbitry. He's never leaving. Oh. I love Rex. Had 6 babies right now. I want more babies. We need more babies. Don't we, baby? She's like, yeah, whatever. There are so many people that they don't properly manage their rabbits, and then they're just like, oh, I'll just sell them, and all of a sudden they surprise somebody else with the litter. Horrible. But like sometimes people are just like I'm okay. Like if somebody were to be like, hey, I have this rabbit, can't take care of it. Oh, by the way, it's pregnant. I'd be like, okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared. But if I were to go out into my rabbitry in my, what's it called? If I were to go out in my rabbitry and all of a sudden there were just babies on the wire that I wasn't expecting, I'd be angry. I'd be so angry. I should have 6 litters to choose from for convention prospects. Lucky. I'm jealous. I'm hoping to have at least 2 to choose from. Let's see, all named Irish names: James, Patrick, Finnegan, Nora, Court. I love it. That's great. What do you think? Is that great, Lily? You think he's great? Naughty girl. I say I like the Buck a little better than I like her for a couple of reasons. But she ain't bad. Yeah, you're not bad. You look like your grandma. You know that? You look like your grandma. Yes, you do. You look like Sally. Which would make sense because Sally was also blue-eyed white. Two does are gonna be rebred at weaning. Yeah, I need to rebreed Daisy because technically I'm past that, but I've been dragging my feet on it. She's in good condition for it, and I should rebreed her, but I've just been dragging my feet. I've heard too many horror stories of people getting rabbits at livestock auctions, and out of nowhere having litters. It's very common, unfortunately. But yeah. All right, Lily, you ready to go back with your brothers? You can go back with the brothers? She's like, yeah, I guess. Oh, ups the baby. Okay, there we go. Here, Daisy, have your baby back. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. Ribs. I just had a nostalgic moment. Does anyone remember those old Outback commercials where they're like, I want my baby back ribs? Sometimes things pop in my head for no reason. No reason whatsoever. But anyway, TikTok, I'm going to let you go here. I'm going to have a few moments with my YouTube people alones. But thank y'all so much for hanging out with me tonight. It's been about an hour and I need to get off here and I'm going to spend some time over there. So I'll see y'all later. Bye. There it goes. All right. Hello, YouTube people. I try to have my few minutes with y'all. Good. Lots of comments. I got a new follower. High participation. There we go. Yay. But yeah. Hello, YouTube. Hello. Chili's. Oh, was it Chili's? I thought it was Outback. I don't remember that much, but I just remember that baby back ribs. Baba Doe at a chicken swap event. No idea she was pregnant. 7 days later, due everywhere, something in a box. She had 3 babies. She didn't produce milk, and I had to hand feed. Yeah, that kind of thing just sucks. Now, don't forget to sign up for show. Your friend is depending on you, right? My poor friend. She has been calling me every day. She's been calling me every day going, have you signed in for the show yet? And I was like, no, I haven't signed for the show. It's only Monday. It's only Tuesday. I have till Friday to sign up. It's like, I'll get there. I promise. And I always do it the night before. It's a very bad habit. Maybe I'll surprise her and I'll do it tomorrow night. Can't do it tonight. That would just be a horrible decision. Nah, I won't forget because she would beat me with a wet noodle. She'd beat me with a wet noodle. Probably beat me with flip-flop more than anything. But I won't forget. I will not forget. I won't. She's showing one of the my babies. Procrastination Club. I am also pumped for convention. Like, I'm so excited for it. I'm just trying to keep it dialed back just a wee bit until I find out if I can go for the whole week or just the weekend. Because if I can go for the whole week, I'm going to be even more excited. I'm going to be like rabbits. I'm going to be like spending way too much money. But if I only go for the weekend, I'll still be excited. But a little less because I'll only be there for, Saturday, Sunday, maybe Friday. So I just got to figure that out. But yeah, so excited. Time to get down to business, right? I would. Except for I need to weigh a couple of does to make sure that they hit their weights because both Cyrax and Velma are on the small side. With their father being Strawberry, I wouldn't think I would have so much trouble keeping weight on them. I've said this many times, you haven't seen it, but I test bred a possible blue carrying mini Rex to a blue doe. Can't wait for the results. Hopefully that means you'll get some booze. Let's see. I've not entered for my show. They are due Thursday. I feel that, Brett. We're all procrastinating. It's okay. I leave him on the 6th and come home the 11th. Oh, I leave home on the 6th and come home the 11th. Yeah. As I say, I gotta figure out what I'm doing because I know I need to be more like on it, but like it's only March and planning out for October. Like they're just planning out for my vacation in June. So I'm just like being like, hey, when can I? And they're like, well, we don't know when XYZ is happening. And October is also our busiest season because it's open season for the benefits department. So it's already busy. So trying to figure that out and play that game is difficult. But yeah. I'm tired, yo. And look, it's finally dark outside. We had like an entire hour of sunlight. Let's see. Love your channel. What are your biggest breeding projects currently? Thanks, hun. What are my biggest breeding projects? Right now, I'm just getting ready for convention. Mini Rexes, lots of mini Rexes. But for breedings, that time is coming soon. I'm breeding for convention right now. It's just, am I going to get babies for convention is the question. Strawberry has been procrastinating. Like, he's like, a girl. And it's like, yes, the Alaskan Fox project is on hold until I get my tort in October. So I'm just doing a lot of studying for it, and I'm just looking into how I want to do that. But yes, the Alaskan Fox project, I'm doing it. I'm excited for it. It's happening. I've been working on the COD, and it's been picked apart about 1 million times by my mentors. And then Casey has picked it apart 1 million times. So if y'all don't watch Nap Life Homestead, that's Casey. We have spent probably at least 5 hours in the past month just combing over the COD. It's just Champagne Seeker project. The Champagne Seeker. It's not that big of a secret. It's just I hide them in the back of my barn and say I don't have them. I'm like, oh, I don't have champagnes. I have champagne, but I don't have champagnes. What are you talking about? Me hiding them in the back of the barn. I don't have champagnes. I don't have Cookie and Moose. I don't have the babies down at Casey's property. Rune. So our talk for the size, we would love to keep it the larger size. The problem is that just keeping it the size that it is would be another constraint to make it too similar. So we were talking about, what if we made it like the silver size? So the silver size, that's backwards. Of course it's backwards. So we were talking about the silvers. They are 4 to 5 pounds, the ideal weight being 6 pounds. But at the same time, it's like, so it'd be a smaller size, but do we want it to be a smaller size? And then there's also what's going to make this different than a cinnamon? What's going to make this different from a silver? What's going to make this different from a silver fox? Because you need 3 main differences in all of the types to make it official for the COD. So that's what we've been arguing on for that. I got babies for convention finally. That's what I have to say about that, Brett. Sorry, back. Went to my rabbit room and got distracted. I'm jealous of the people who have babies for convention right now. I am lacking in it. I would suggest breeding again in May for junior stove stock as well. Yes. Because I'm looking at, part of me wants to take either Velma or Cyrex as a senior, but I don't think they do all that well. Because they're lacking just that much depth. I did look at going larger, doing like a giant fox, and I thought Casey was gonna have a heart attack. I thought she was gonna beat me with the SOP. But no, we've definitely talked about going larger. And then the question, because somebody else, I can't remember what his name was, they mentioned an easy way to differentiate this breed from another breed is to change the type. And if we were to go giants, a lot of giants have that mandolin shape. So, maybe going like a giant fox. And there was talk about that. But that's also why we're already on hold till October. So we can sit there and play with the SOP and kind of go back and forth on what we want and what would be better. And it would be cool to have a giant fox. But if we have a giant fox and we go larger, what do we bring into the breed? Because the problem is getting into the pedantics and the arguments of in the original SOP, the guy wanted the separation of silver fox and the Alaskan red fox. There were two different SOPs, and so he wanted them to be different breeds. And back in the day, there were fewer breeds to contend with, and I'm betting the ARVA was less picky about a new breed. Just go be upfront and honest about it. So, and the thing is, let's say it does get approved like next year that torts are officially a variety and we can take torts to show. At least I go upright cylindrical. No. No. We talked about that and I wanted to cry. I'm so excited for show for the first time. Some kits from upcoming litters, but I'm a really bad judge of type. You'll get better with time. You honestly will. It just takes time. Watching judges, talking to mentors, you will get better. I have some junior dwarf Hot-Hots for convention and some silver foxes as well. Heck yeah. Sending you the baby dust. I need the baby dust. I need all of the baby dust for the rabbits. I'm hanging out with my bun Kirk right now. I should have 3 senior litters and 3 junior litters. So my problem greens with the uplight, did you know that almost all of the England's breed are posed in that style? No thanks. I don't like it. Well, we did talk about, what is it? We talked about doing like a running pose for them because it would be the most fox-like. But again, then we're getting away from, and this is the arguments that we've been having back and forth as a bunch of us are talking on the Alaskan Red Fox page, is what do we change to make it different enough from any other breed while also keeping that feeling of the original COD. And that's why we've been arguing back and forth so much on what to do. Because, all right, let's see. Like, what would be the most fox-like? Because if we look, silvers are compact, silver foxes are commercial. And then I'm pretty sure cinnamons are also commercial. And those are the 3 main breeds we're contending against when it comes to the type. So if we were to, Lord forbid, go and do the upright cylindrical, that would totally, right then and there, be enough of a difference to really hit home. Yes, the bold head, the bold stance, yes, I completely agree. I just hate that stance. But the look is very fox, and I agree with you on that. But, oh, do I? The running poses, the hairs, the runners, no thanks. Like, they're cool to look at, but I don't think, I don't think I could ever have a Rylander, for instance, in my barn. I couldn't. But yeah, so there's the argument, and it's the back and forth because, again, changing the type would be the best way to differentiate. So the question is what type, and doing the uprights, doing the running, doing the cylindrical, all of it. It's enough of a difference to where it would really. But then again, if we were to make that difference, no, you know what we could do? We could pull a Gomandel. And that's what we were kind of looking at if we were doing like the giant foxes, is to breed like, for instance, a Flemish into them and go mandolin, because it would make the the most sense. And then there was also the joke of the shoulders. We were making fun of shoulders the other day because everyone's always trying to fix shoulders in their silver foxes, and we would go and make shoulders long. Jeez. But yeah, because when it comes down to it, like the mandolin types aren't horrible, so to speak. but what would we, play with and breed into it and all that other good stuff. But yeah, these are the arguments we have late at night. Go English slop, keep a smaller body size. And that's kind of what we were looking at when we were looking at the silver size, being the 7 pounds. It was like 4 to 7 pounds, and keeping that smaller body with more of that kind of upright shape. But I don't know. I don't know. I got distracted. I started reading about Bretagne petites. Exactly, and that's the problem I'm having is and then we were talking about what if we took the petite ears, the tiny little ears, and we put those on a silver fox because, foxes have such small, dainty ears. So what if we did something with the petites and we shrunk the ear size, and we were going hard into the COD, and I honestly think my mentor's gonna smack me a little bit with some of our suggestions because they're just they're like side eye. And my one, she's been import from England to get the upright cylindrical and that boldness. Yes. It's just a question of what to breed into the line. And again, this is one of those things where it's like, I'm going to eat so many of these rabbits. Foxes have big ears. Trust me on this one. The problem is they don't have rabbit big ears. They don't have the long, stretched out ears. They have more of the cat ears. Dwarf Hodots will give you those tiny ears, right? And that's the thing, right? We're sitting here, we're playing with all this stuff, and I swear to God, so many people have taken me way too serious on this project from the standpoint of instead of just having fun with it and being like, oh yeah, this is so much fun. They take it way too seriously, and their undies get in such a tight knot. It's like, dude, I'm just having fun. I'm just having fun. Can ear width be bred wider at the base? Probably. You can do the silver fox from England, Netherlands, dwarf ears. Yeah. We've talked about doing mini silver foxes before. Not seriously, of course, but from a standpoint of what could we really mess with when it comes to crossbreeding. We're like, oh, we could just do mini silver foxes. Everyone is shrinking everything. I mean, there's a mini Californian COD. So yeah, it would be amazing to breed triangular ears, and right, that would be great to get those nice short triangular ears. It would be great, but we'd have to really play with some genetics, and we'd probably have to bring in some Bretagne petites. But yeah, if you end up going, I'd love to talk about my dwarf Hodots you may have for sale. Blessed with pets, try meat rabbits. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, blessed with meat rabbits are a lot of fun. I can agree. I'm trying to buy a new DH doe within the next week or so. Mini Californians are blasphemous, Angel. That is blasphemy. Why would you take one of the most standoffish breeds with some of the worst attitude problems and go, let's make this pet sized? It's a horrible idea, just a horrible idea. But it is one of those things. But the silver fox in England is upright cylindrical, and they are bred hard for fur, and their fur is top of the line. Greens, if you have a link, we need to talk about this in Messenger on the face of the book. I was trying to make that funny and it did not be Facebook. I was trying to be funny with it, but words came out funnier. Not in a good way. Not haha, but weird. But yeah. Greens, we need to talk about this because I enjoy theoreticals, throwing them at you back and forth because you pull up a lot of things that I don't think about. And face of the books, yes, Facebooks, books. I'm trying to make it funny, it's not working. It's just not working. Let's see. My cows aren't standoffish, but I think it's a bad idea. Exactly. Mini Californians are single serving meals like a quail. I could see it, but at the same time, no. No, Rune, no. No, I will fight. This It's hilarious from a standpoint of the most efficient meat rabbit and making it small. Exactly, and that's the thing, right? And I get what Rune is saying from a single serving like quail kind of moment, but at the same time, why would you do that? It's like that one meme on TikTok. Why would you do that? I don't know. When they go mini with cows, they lose meat type. Yeah, they. I think the COD has it as a compact, and then they also have to like shrink them down, and they're gonna lose that nice loin that they have, and it's just. I've already decided to try to buy from you, Maddie Convention. I told you, Julie, if we get close to convention and I have something, I'll talk to you about it, and we'll see if we can get you either from my what is it, my caster lines or my boo lines, depending on where you want to go with that. Just because they are two separate lines, but just get lion heads and be done with it all. Greens. You don't understand. I don't just do one breed in my barn. Even when I had mini Rex for the longest, and I was just like, I need another breed. I'm an adult now. I need another breed. They seem like they're going to be mean. I don't know. I haven't really, how's it a Californian if it loses its meat type? That's the thing, right? They're just kind of shrinking it down and just playing with it. It's a thing. Boo, I'm trying to avoid Caster. Julie, why would you try to avoid Caster? Give me one of us. Me either. I have 3 Californians shoved in the back corner like your champagnes. All right. I don't. It's one of those like, I don't have this. What are you talking about? These don't exist. I don't play with that breed. Poor Moose. He's shoved in the back corner. He got a couple of really nice fall offs on Cookie the other days though. So hopefully, I have a broken caster dough right now. So maybe I will consider it. I'm telling you. For the longest, I'm going to get rid of my casters. I'm not going to have my casters anymore. Casters, no. And the judges keep saying otherwise. I throw up boos and I throw up casters, and my boos do okay on the table, but they see those casters and they're like, nice. These are, yes. And then all of a sudden my casters are winning best breed, best opposite. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm trying to get out of this variety, and y'all are like, yes. They are there to produce 4 each pens, and that is their sole purpose in life. I could say the same about my champagnes. I say as I'm getting ready to show them, I sliced the crap out of my finger today. I hope you're okay, and hopefully it's like one of those slices that you can take care of at home and that doesn't need stitches. You are such a bad influence. You're supposed to encourage me to get away from Mini Rex. Yes. Run away from the Mini Rex, Julie. Don't get the Mini Rex. It's a horrible idea. Why would you do that and get more Mini Rex? Get more Mini Rex. I'll be a bad influence for you. You be a bad influence for me. Yes, Julie, run to me for lion heads. Greens, I swear to goodness, by the time you're done with the UWA Homestead Committee, half of us are going to get a new breed. But yeah, like, I just bred my broken Caster X. Nice. Mini Rex are a little rabbit hole. It is, because when it comes down to it, the market is so oversaturated with Mini Rex. So to get them to quality is so challenging. And I think it's one of the reasons why I enjoy them so much is when you're improving your Mini Rex lines, it is the smallest little tweaks. And God, I love it. I love the genetic theory. I love slowly moving things and just playing with it. And Mini Rex are just, and the thing is like when you get to like the top 5, there's such a small difference between all of them, and just, Listen, just do it. There is no rationalizing anything. Just buy the bunnies. My husband would disagree with you. I bring something home and he looks like a defeated man. He's like, no more animals. And I bring home another rabbit. And I'm like, it's not animals, it's lunch. I'm curious what you would, if you crossed California with the Himalayan. Ugly. That's what my guess is, Dylan. It's just gonna be ugly. That's my guess. I was raking and sliced my finger across a sharp piece of metal on my new J feeders. As long as you stop the bleeding and you keep it clean. Butterfly stitches, that's what I lived on growing up, butterfly stitches. I've been looking for mini Rex in my area, but all I can find are dang Hollands. I'm honestly considering at this point. I feel it. I have one breeder in my state I would buy mini Rex from. One breeder I would buy mini Rex from. Now, Lee Phillips. I'm trying to buy off of him at convention if he has anything available for mini Rex. He had a little red-eyed white doe, and I try to stay away from roos because I breed boos. He had a red-eyed white doe that she is below standard for weight, but her type. And I was like, oh, she'd pair so well with Strawberry because her with Strawberry, perfection. And I told him, I'm like, Lee, I can't buy it right now, but if you still have her for convention time, please bring her. I will take her home in an instant. She's perfection. He also had, I don't need another buck. He also had a black buck that was also a very nice looking buck. Not as good as that doe though. That doe was, but the buck would have been nice because that buck had depth for days. Dylan, shush you, getting sassy with me. You're speaking the truth, but you're getting sassy with me. I always try to buy these amazing does, and they end up being the worst mothers. I should just have a rule that I don't buy does from people. That should just be a rule for me. Just say it's not another animal; it's an investment. I say, one of these days he's gonna just walk out the door and never come home if I say that. If they are the same variety, they are the same animal. He has been calling Velma Coco for the longest time. I haven't had Coco now for nearly 2 years, and he still thinks it's Coco because they're the same color. They're not even the same gender. I'm getting a chocolate mini Rex doe and a sable point buck. And silver fox next week. Nice. It's not a problem until you start keeping them in your room. I'm not allowed to keep them in the bedroom because apparently, so I have my office. This is my office. This is my safe zone. This is my area. I have ducks in here. I have rabbits in here. A lot of times I have quail in here, and I have chickens. And they're just not allowed to leave my office. And what was it? When we had those cold babies, I went out for my 3 a.m. check, and I had cold babies, and I brought them into my husband, and I poked him, and I woke him up. I said, hey, can you do me a favor? And he's like, what? I'm like, you can stay in bed, but I need to take these frozen ice cube babies and put them on your chest. So he was like sleeping. It was like 3 a.m, and I was already up, and I had stuff I needed to do, and I just wasn't going to go back to bed. So he had frozen babies on his chest. This is not what he signed up for when it came to marriage, but that's what he got. So I didn't keep them in my room, but they were in the room because I needed his help. So yeah, there's that. Has pretty much just given up on telling me no to rabbits. I mentioned the mini plush lops, and he was like, sure, whatever. That's my husband. He's like, yeah, whatever. I had turkeys in my room until they were fledged last year, right? I'm telling you. Yes, bunny math, the equivalent of chicken math for us rabbit people. So easy to multiply. Yeah. Anyway, y'all, I'm up past my bedtime. I need to go to bed. I need to bring the dogs in from their run so that they can go to bed too. But anyway, I am going to. I'm sure they would, Julie. They're just exasperated sadness. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to get going here. And thank y'all for hanging out with me on this wonderful Tuesday night. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye. Ah, I hit the wrong button. Awkward bye. Bye.